So, welcome everyone. So, start of a new year. Just have your feet shoulder width apart. I'll move this along a bit, and then we hopefully with a bit more advertising, we'll get a few more people coming. Right. So, welcome everybody. Just start with your feet shoulder width apart. So notice the contact with the feet and the ground. Sink the hips back and down and just float up with your head. So we've put the curtain across and we've got this whole area to hopefully not get us whacked by shuttlecocks. So we just start with the feet shoulder width apart. Sink the hips back and down. Feel the head float up, and you want to draw the chin in slightly. So the crown of the head floats up, and then we're just going to turn the waist. You want to sink the hip, you want to turn the waist, that's it. Oh, good. They're opening the other door. That's... So just feel the thanks. Breathing in and breathing out. Relax around the jaw. And open the arms. Okay, so nice and relaxed. A bit of bouncing. Very gently. And shake. So it's very gently shake. Okay, and then have a little shake. So we'll slowly go through all the different loosening, but for now, we'll do this one. So just very gently hit. Just let the leg swing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. Then we can have your arms up if you want. Well, we can have your hands on your lap, or you can have your hands hanging down. So whichever one you feel comfortable doing, just do that. And then kick out to the corner. 2, 3. That's it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, next we'll go. What you do is you go like this, and you go like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We'll just do 2 lots of 8 because it gets a bit character building if you do too many. But if you want to, you can do 100 at home if you fancy it. But I wouldn't. I'd do it in blocks of 8 or blocks of 10, and then have a rest and then build up. But don't do 100 straight away; it'd be too much. The next one is you go like this. 1, 2. So it goes across. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we have a rest. So what we do is we have it touching our head, and we turn, come back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right, that's enough. It works your tummy muscles. Okay, next, what we'll do, we'll just do some joint mobilizations, and yeah, do some joint mobilizations and also some coordination things. If you want to come closer, feel free. It's just I have to put the chair there, so I'll get the video. I'll make a video of the class. Okay, so we're going to start with the shoulders. We go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, other shoulder. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. 7 and 8. Check the posture. So we're just going to do a very small movement. Bird folds its wings. So you just rotate, open the palms. That's it. Rotate. So the backs of the hands go towards the thighs. You open and close. I'll just show you from the side. Open and close. Open and close. Open and close. Open, close. Open and close. Open and close. Right. Okay, now we do a bigger one. Open, much bigger. Close. Open. Close. Open. Close. That's it. So just focus on what notice what your body is doing. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do this one. So you get into a full stance, and we're going to transfer the weight into one foot, transfer the weight into the other. So you want to keep your hips in line. You're not sticking your hips out, keeping them. Transfer your weight into the foot. Transfer your weight into the foot. Okay, now we go to this side. We go forwards and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then we change sides. We do that the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got a gate out there. 6, 7, and 8. And then we come down, cross 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So keep the feet flat on the floor. Now try in the other direction. 1, 2, 3. So you're moving, the hips go up, the hips go across, the hips go down. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fantastic. Okay, so that's leg murdering. Good. So this time, what we're going to do from horse start is done that one, done that one. Yeah. So we just do this as a warm-up exercise. Just bring that round, come across, and down. So we're just doing it as a warm-up exercise. We'll have another look at some other point. 6, 7, marvelous, and 8. Great, and then we'll do 8 on the other side. It's more focusing on getting the shoulders nice and warmed up. One more time. Fantastic. Come up. And then turn the waist, palm up. Palm down. Palm up. So just gently waking up the arms. So we do it nice and slowly first. There's a faster exercise we'll do in a bit, but we'll do this first. And then we go on the other side. 1. And notice your breath. Notice the breath as it comes in. Notice the breath as it comes out. And one more time. Fantastic. Okay, this time we go in the other direction. Come forward. And the other direction, other arm, I mean, other arm. And that's great. Okay, so let's wiggle the fingers. And then come out and in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wiggle the fingers, keep the fingers. 6, 7, and 8. Fantastic. Okay, now little circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Other way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up, down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And shape. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And circle. And circle. Big one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very nice. 7, 8. And then a big one the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Fantastic. Okay, next. Yeah, roll forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over and under. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this. Like this. That's it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, a little bit more on the arms. So yeah. So you're going to horse bow and arrow stance like that. So you want to have, if you look, I've got a shoulder width gap between my feet. So you're on a rectangle. Imagine you're on the corners of a rectangle. And you sink down, and we're just going to sink into the front foot and sink into the back foot. So this is okay. Try that on the other side. So just get your feet shoulder width apart and step, heel toe, and then you go forward and back. That's much better. You want to stay upright and you're looking forward. Did you get the rain earlier? Lots of rain. Yeah, amazing, wasn't it? There was loads of real torrential rain. Seven. No, one more. That's great. Okay, so just watch. So I sit back and turn, and then I bring my arm back and forward, back and forward. It's a bit tricky, so we're not going too far. So just join in. So I'll go back foot, front foot, back foot, front foot, back foot, front foot, back foot, front foot. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. Okay, then we swap sides and try have a few practice runs. So go very slowly and do it as a practice run. So this is an exercise I learned from Barry McGinley, and it's just a very good one for really loosening up the shoulder. But you want to turn your waist, and then you pick it up and you do 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. And then you can also go backwards. So you go backwards, forwards, so you go in the other direction. So we'll be doing this one every week, so don't worry. Up. So we're going up, 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 up. Right. Try that on the other side. So we go up, and then we go up. We go up. We go up, 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 up. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you go up. That means going up. That's up. That's down. So the first one, we go down. So you're aiming down, down. The second one, you go up. So you go up, up, up. See? I mean, it goes down because obviously it's gone down backwards, but you're aiming, it's like you're throwing something up, then it falls down, and then you throw it up again, it goes down. And the second one, you're throwing it down, and it goes up, and throwing it down, and it goes up. So try this one. We'll go back to that other one in a minute. So it's loosening. So you say forward, sink back, you sink forward, sink back, you sink into the front foot, back foot, front foot, back foot, front foot, back foot, front foot, back foot. That's it. And we're all breathing as well. Complete breathing. Fantastic. Okay, try that the other side. Front foot, back foot, front foot, back foot, front foot, back foot. We'll try that one again next week. That complicated one. So just to show you, downwards, upwards, and we do the front arm downwards, change sides, downwards, 6, 7, 8, and upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. We'll do it slower next week, but that's good. Just get shoulders. We'll do some more shoulder things at that. Okay, let's do we'll do a version of the ping tray, but we'll just do them in this stance. So you want your weight 50-50. And you come back like this, comes out, the elbows go out to the side, and then you go forward. Comes back, forward. Fingers forward, fingers forward, fingers slightly diagonal, fingers forward, fingers point forward. That's it. Fingers point slightly diagonal. That's it. So you're like that. And then as you come back, there's a slight pulling on the fingers. They slightly pull and you push. So when you pull, it's like you're pulling, and then you push with the heel of the hand. So it's a little bit, there's quite a lot of subtlety in that one. And have a little rest because it's good for, you don't go back too far, just go out to here. And then what you can do is you can go forward and back. And you can do it as a little, oh good, they're doing their warm down. That's the children learning how to do dancing and performing upstairs. But it's quite loud, isn't it? But never mind. Okay, now have a little rest. We'll try that on the other side. So it's called ping tray. There's actually a more tricky footwork for this, but we're going to do the basic first. So you actually, eventually what you do is you do this in cat stance. Ping tray shilly. I've got no idea what that means, but that's what the Chinese is, ping tray. Okay, now we've got this one. You come up close, and then you extend the hands out a little bit. You sink, you stay up. That's it. Come in, up, and down. So we'll be doing some Gong, this is called Gong. So it's Qigong based on the art Chi Chuan, which is intent boxing. And also for this term, we'll be looking at the first third of the 24-step short form. That's nice. So it's like a circular movement. Come up, forward, down, and back. That's it. Very good. Okay, and then what you do is you do that. We'll try it with the. That's it. Yeah. Show you that from the side view. From the side, you come up, forward, and back. Up, forward. Okay. Step, try that the other side. That's really nice. One more time. Okay, so lifting water. You start here. Actually, what we'll do is we just rock forwards and back. So this is called standing in water. So we do standing in water first. So when I've done this in most of these movements we've just done, I did in Reading with Corella and Everett Scuba. And then lifting water, so it comes up and down. Up, down, nice and relaxed. Up. One more of these, so lifting water. And then you can do it as this sort of exercise. So you come like this, you come up and down. Forward and back. So just check your posture. And then change. So soften the arms. So as the arms come down, they're very soft. Come forward, back. Forward. Into the back foot, front foot. And one more. That's great. Okay, so all those exercises we've just done, you can do as like a walking exercise. So you like that, and then you go into cat stance, and then you step, come forward, go into cat stance, step forward, cat stance, and then you go backwards. So as you sink back, you come back, sink back like that, and come back. So what we'll do, we'll just do the footwork. I'll turn around. So heel toe, transfer the weight, go into the cat stance. Step, heel toe, transfer the weight. Step, heel toe. 3, 4, 5, 6, that's it. 7, and 8. Well, I've run out of roots, now go backwards. So you sit back, to get to the back foot, bring the front foot in. Step out, toe, heel, transfer the weight. Cat down. Toe, heel, transfer the weight. Action. Toe, heel, transfer the weight. Cat down, I think that's 5. I'm trying to do 8 of everything. Unless I lose count, then who knows? 6, 7, and 8. So then when you do the heel toe, feel it, dig the foot into the ground, then push forward. Then pull back. So there's a slight pulling with the hands. Cat stance, sink down. Then you step heel toe, press the foot into the ground, then transfer the weight. That's it. So just jump on when you think you've got it. One more time. Eight. Now when you step back, when you sit back, that's when the hands come back. Then you come in, step, transfer the weight, push the hands forward. Step, push. So that was the first. I've lost count. Let's do one more. So, yeah, how to step back. When you step backwards, you can really feel it in the back of your leg, which is a good thing because then it means you've got very strong legs. If you need some water, grab some. Do remember to bring it with my. I've got some tea there. Very good. So, any questions so far? So it's slightly different from what we normally do in the other classes. It's more from a kind of each one perspective, slightly more to a stronger art, which really works your bone density and stuff, and also really works the brain and works the legs. You know, surprise if you compare it with what we did earlier this afternoon, it's quite different, but it's very good for getting your structural strength. So it's worth looking into. So that's I'll have to ask what the Chinese translation of that one is. That one I know is rolling a ball in the water, but I can't remember the Chinese name for it. And then this one I know is lifting water, standing in water and lifting water. So that's 4 of the basic moving exercises, and all those exercises you can do with that's really good for toning up the tummy, that one. There's a worse version of it, but we did the easy version. The big version is you start from a horse stance and you do that from a horse stance, and you also do that and go back into a horse stance. But that really is very character building, so we don't want to do that. This one, it works your coordination. So you do it like that, and then you do it like that. And then what you can do is you can combine them. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. But we wanted to do the simple ones and mix it up. And then you can also do this one. That's another good one for okay, I'm trying to work out what's better to do. Actually, let's do some of the basic health standing stances. So we'll look at Cheng Bao. So this is Wu Chi. So we've done Wu Chi, and in order to get into Cheng Bao, we just go like this. Breathe in, breathe out. See, breathe in. Oh, it's raining here. Breathe out. Oh, I better. Hang on a minute. I better not get my bag there. There's only a little bit of the chair will get wet. Well, actually, that won't get wet. It's fine. It's a bit warm in here. So we've got the window open. If you want some more air, you can head towards that way, and that'll be fine. And we couldn't open the back fire door because otherwise the shuttlecocks will get blown around. When the wind blows in, it blows the shuttlecocks around. So yeah, so it goes like this. A show from so you breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And then you let go between the shoulder blades, you let go down the arm muscles. This is soft muscles sinking. We come up, breathe, breathe in, breathe out. 1, 2. Cool. So you've got nice soft arms, and then you just raise the arms up, bring them around in a circle. So you hold the ball, just show you that round. So like this, and then you sing. It's like you're perched on a high stool. So again, feet can be parallel or out slightly. We're just breathing in and out. And then just very gently transfer the weight and turn. So we won't spend too long standing still, because that's eventually you can stand like that for 5 minutes. And then you can stand like that for 10 minutes, and then 20 minutes. And one of my friends, although he'd been learning in Hong Kong and he had a bit of a macho outlook, he used to stand like that for 2 hours every morning until he realised it was a bit overkill. And then he does this one where he holds each posture for 5 minutes. That's plenty. So this is called the bear. It's called the bear. Okay. Back to the middle, and then pulse the hands. So it's like a bit of bounce. He does a bit of bounce. This is one I did with Master Chi. And then you just let the arms relax, and that should feel. It's quite nice when you stop, isn't it? So what Carell said, after you've been doing standing, it can be quite tempting to have a bit of a shake out. So for next time, just resist that temptation and just feel the arms and just notice what you're feeling in your arms. I mean, you can do shaking out. I've done shaking out after as well, but the idea is you're playing with different ideas and exploring things through physically doing them to see what happens. It's like a big experiment. So the standing, the idea with the standing is that you're like a ball that's expanding outwards. So if anyone was to come and push at you, they'd bounce off if you could correctly sinking. So when I've done this with Carell and I've pushed against him, and then I couldn't move him, but you have to be very, very good and get your structure. I mean, obviously, that's a weak point there. That's where the triangle is. Someone, so it would be with a cooperative partner not pushing too hard. It's just to help you ground. Yeah, it's quite good. Okay, so a little bit more of the Chi Chuan syllabus. I'm just giving you a bit of a taster of what that is. So the punching is different to what we do on a Friday morning, which is starting finally on Friday at 11. It's a bit earlier now. We do 2 hours, and what you do is you like that, and that's the first punch. So you go into the front foot. So what he does, he actually goes into the front foot, and he's often like this, but we'll have both feet flat, and you go like that. So this pulls back and this pushes forward, and it's quite tough. So this is how I punch. So it's this turning, and it's like you've got the elastic band that you snap, and that happens. So try it out and see what happens. So we'll do one arm. I'll stop. Ready? No, just. You're supposed to do it slow first. Sorry, I got straight into the. Do it slowly first. I'll get told off. Do it slow. 5, 6, 7. So 9. So those of us on Friday, we're used to jabbing on our back foot. So you can jab either. And also it's not really a jab, it's just a like that. So it goes 1. And then you can try some fast ones, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. It's quite satisfying, the fast one. So then you change sides and you do slow. And then you come back, you put your elastic band back. So that pulls and that pushes. So there's that's going back, that's going forward. So this one going back, that's actually an elbow backwards. So it's like you've gone, phew. So we do elbows as well. Phew, phew, phew. So it's like this, is back. Or you can go forward and do the elbow back. So you just have to know whether you're going into the front foot or whether you're going into the back foot. It doesn't really matter. It's just we're just trying one thing at a time. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, some of us have already skipped ahead and doing the fast ones because it's fun. Oh no, it's fine. I do the same. I go, oh no, I don't want to do because I want to go, ah. It's really good. You can do it all day. So the idea, eventually the each one punching. So that's the kind of basic step. Eventually you're on cat stance. They do everything in. So you like this, you dig into there, but we'll get to that later. It's just getting the basic dynamics. It's quite, that's the first punch. So just to quickly show you, you do front arm, back arm. So is that one. Then you have up. So the way he does the uppercuts is different to how we do them on a Friday morning. Because Friday morning I've stolen what I learned with Ollie in Savat. And we go woof, like this, woof, like that. So you punch up, then you can go in the front leg, we can go in the back leg, it doesn't really matter. But the important thing is there's this, like a wheel coming round, and then you've got that one, which is different how I do so round punch, uppercut, and then you've got downward. Oof. Oof. So, but the first one we do is this one. 1, 2, 1, 2. And you try and keep a straight wrist. Not that so it gets your heart going, it's good for building up. Okay, so that's let's go back to this one. It's a bit of a mini overview. There's not a lot to ego in each one, compared with a lot of the others, a lot of fun. So what we're going to do to finish off is have a look at part of the wild horse's main walking exercise. Just show you that. So it's a little, yeah, it's slightly stronger than what I do in the daytime, but not by too much. So eventually, there's quite a lot I'd like to cover in this hour. So we'll see how far we get. But there's a thing called the health dance, and then you've also got your fighting dance, where you do, where you basically do movements that are spontaneous, that you get from, so we were doing this one. That's telling me we've got 10 minutes to go. This one, we were doing this one, we're doing this one. And then what you can do is you can combine them to make, so it's like the health dance. So all the movements that we learn, you can then make it up. And then also with the punching, you then have your fighting dance that you can do. So those are things that you can develop into, but you probably need more than an hour to cover all the, so it's not bad. So they had to take, we had this really nice poster of the Tai Chi on the notice board, but there's some children that like to put holes in all the posters, and they put so many holes in the poster you couldn't see what it was advertising. So Ben had to take it off the wall, and nobody knows it was happening, but that's all right. So tell all your friends. So what we're going to do, take a slightly wider stance. So we were doing this horse stance, transfer the weight. We're going to do part of the wild horse's main health exercise. And then so what we might do, that was the overview. And then what I do is I either cram loads and loads and loads of techniques in to kind of do the brain melting approach, or we pick maybe one or two techniques and spend the whole hour doing those. And both have their advantages and disadvantages. You know, if it's a technique you don't particularly like doing, then doing one or two techniques for an entire hour can get a little wearing. So so what we do is we hold the ball. So we're in the right leg. Now transfer your weight to your left leg, turn, and then we're heart in the wild horse's mane. So you want to sink down like this. Now you come across. You hold the ball, and then you bring it across. This is from, so part of the wild horse's mane is one of the early movements in Beijing 24 step, which was a form invented actually or developed in the 1950s in China, when they realized there was a lot of very unhealthy people around, and not everybody's got the time to learn a long form, which can take, you know, anything up to an hour to perform. So they got this form that only takes a mere 7 minutes. And then once more. Okay, so what we can do, I'll just show you. You can do this as a stepping exercise. 1, 2, 3, sink back, hold the ball. 4, sink forward. 1, 2. So the plan with the last 5-10 minutes of class is that we do a move from the 24-step form, first of the third of the 24-step form, and just do it a lot. And then at some point in the future, we'll start putting it together. I'll just turn this around. We're going to go for a little walk, and then we better stop soon. There we go. Circle. I'll maybe stay this side because I've got to move those chairs as well, otherwise they'll hit shuttlecocks on them. Okay, come around and that's perfect. Okay, we'll just go back to this one. Yeah, it's a little kind of overview class. We'll do a lot less next week. I'll pick a few things to work on and we just slowly work on things and see what happens with all things. All those exercises we just did, you can do bands. I'm looking into, I've got to get a roll of, we've got to get the basic movement first and start looking at bands. Also get some more people in here. So I covered my petrol money as well. So okay, so here we go. And one time. Okay, looking super young. So rub your hands together and polishing the face. These breaks the tiger. So all the same next week. Great.